The defending XFL champion Arlington Renegades, initially known as the Dallas Renegades, are the darlings of the United Football League and have paved the way to a competitive franchise for the past couple of years. With the new United Football League underway, the Arlington Renegades look to repeat as champions. Much like the Birmingham Stallions from the old USFL, they have a chance to go back-to-back as champions. But they have a long way to go in this brand new and very tough United Football League. Today, we're going to take a look at how the Arlington Renegades became one of the league's most noticeable and popular franchises. We'll take a look at their XFL Championship MVP quarterback Luis Perez and the rest of the Renegades roster, and what the future has in store for Arlington as one of the UFL hubs. Join us as we unravel the legacy of the Renegades, from the origins of their distinctive Arlington Renegades logo to the architectural marvel that is Choctaw Stadium, outlining the depth and breadth of the Arlington Renegades roster and their evolving identity within the sports world. Here are the Arlington Renegades. The Arlington Renegades, originally known as the Dallas Renegades, have a storied presence in the XFL, tracing their beginnings to the league's revival in 2020. Their distinctive moniker, Renegades, pays homage to a group of valiant Texas soldiers from World War II, symbolizing bravery and resilience. The team's colors, black, light blue, and red, further accentuate their bold and spirited identity. This rich history not only highlights the Renegades' origins, but also reflects the broader aspirations and trials of the XFL, setting the stage for understanding the team's current dynamics and future aspirations. Russell Falk, a noted freelance designer and writer, pointed out that while team identities across the league feel very similar with their aggressive names and motifs, the Renegades, along with a few others, are often viewed as having one of the best brand identities in the league, striking a balance between fierceness and a connection to their locale. These elements collectively forge a robust team culture that resonates with fans and players alike, fostering a strong community around the team's ethos of courage and innovation. The team's competitive spirit comes alive at Choctaw Stadium, serving as their home field during their tenure in the XFL. Choctaw Stadium is an old baseball stadium used by the Texas Rangers and is named after the Choctaw Nation. It was once called Globe Life Park and the ballpark in Arlington, but the Choctaw Nation of Oklahoma, who owns the Choctaw Casinos and Resorts, decided to buy the stadium in 2021, and Globe Life decided to make a new stadium with a retractable dome called Globe Life Field just across the street from Choctaw Stadium. The brand new Globe Life Field opened up in 2020 for some of those large Texas high school graduations and, of course, for the Texas Rangers to play their baseball games, which worked out well for the Arlington Renegades in 2020, allowing them to have full use of the old Globe Life Park, or now Choctaw Stadium. The Dallas Renegades concluded their inaugural 2020 XFL season with a record of 2-3, showcasing a promising start despite the challenges of a new league, different playing rules, and of course, COVID. Under the leadership of Bob Stoops, the only head coach to return from the XFL's 2020 season, the team has shown remarkable strategic depth. Stoops has a distinguished 33-year college coaching career, which was primarily celebrated for his tenure at the University of Oklahoma. Bob Stoops has been pivotal as both general manager and head coach. His strategic acumen, highlighted by a 191-48 record and the development of the air raid offense, has guided the Renegades to their first XFL championship in 2023. His Oklahoma visor is iconic, and he's a great ambassador for the UFL as the winningest coach in Oklahoma history, and of course the creator of that air raid offense. The 2023 season brought better results for the Renegades, changing their name from Dallas to Arlington while achieving a regular season record of 4 wins and 6 losses. This might not sound like a great record, but somehow they made an outstanding run in the playoffs and defeated the DC Defenders with a final score of 35-26 in the XFL Championship game to win their first championship. Renegades quarterback Luis Perez played one heck of a game and was instrumental in this victory. His play earned him the most valuable player of the game. Known for a robust defense, the Renegades led the XFL in takeaways, amassing 22 in the 2023 season alone. The DC Defenders' highly efficient offense during the 2023 season was stuffed by the Arlington Renegades in the championship game. And Bob Stoops, once again, had a championship-winning football team. Fast forward to this year and the merger of the XFL with the USFL to form the United Football League. Now, I know based on the comments from my other UFL videos alone, that there are quite a few football fans that are not happy with the UFL's decision to keep all of those Texas teams and not keep any West Coast teams. I don't know if that was a strategic decision made by the league or a data-driven cost-benefit analysis thing, but I guess you can look at North Texas as a training hub for their XFL teams, with the Renegades sharing Choctaw Stadium with the Houston Roughnecks. I don't know the answer, but I hope the success of the UFL's first year will allow them to expand outside of Texas and potentially bring back some of those old teams like the Seattle Sea Dragons or the Vegas Vipers. I guess we'll just have to wait and see. Let us know which team you want to see in the UFL if they decide to expand the league in the next few years. I think it would be nice to bring back some of those rivalries or even make some new ones with the legacy USFL teams. The Renegades have already established intense rivalries with old XFL teams like the San Antonio Brahmas, Houston Roughnecks, DC Defenders, and St. Louis Battlehawks. These rivalries enhance the team's competitive narrative and fan engagement, making each matchup a highly anticipated event. And speaking of adding teams to the UFL, in 2023, the Arlington Renegades embarked on a transformative journey, transitioning from the XFL to the newly formed United Football League. This strategic move was spearheaded by the consortium led by Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson, Danny Garcia, and Jerry Cardinale's Redbird Capital Partners. The merger between the XFL and the USFL, finalized after an antitrust review on November 30th, 2023, gave rise to the UFL, which commenced its inaugural season on March 30th, 2024. With this new league form, the UFL decided to generate only 8 teams, which included the Arlington Renegades. The Renegades' 2024 season has already been packed with exciting matchups, starting with the UFL opening game against the USFL champion Birmingham Stallions on March 30th. Birmingham defeated Arlington 27-14, but it was a good game to kick off the season. Luis Perez threw for 214 yards and 1 touchdown with only 1 pick, but Matt Corral and Adrian Martinez were a really good quarterback tandem and outplayed the Renegades' defense. And the start of the season, unfortunately, has nowhere to go but up for the Arlington Renegades. They've lost their first 3 games of the season, including a nail-biter of a finish against the DC Defenders and a rematch from the 2023 XFL Championship. Arlington lost to DC by 1 point in a last-minute drive by DC. Still, Stoops has the coaching acumen to get Arlington back on top. He has Luis Perez's leadership both on and off the field to get the Renegades back on track. His football background, including a notable stint at Texas A&M Commerce, throwing for 8,327 yards and 78 touchdowns, while leading them to a Division II national championship in 2017, proves his toughness and resilience to handle adversity in tough situations. They also have players like Holton Ahlers, Letty Brown, and Davion Smith who bring unique skills that enhance the team's offensive and defensive plays, contributing to the team's depth and tactical executions. These players not only exemplify high-caliber talent and leadership, but also embody the Renegades' ethos of resilience and strategic innovation. Their ongoing contributions continue to shape the team's trajectory in the evolving landscape of American football. Throughout this exploration of the Arlington Renegades' journey from their inception to their current standing in the realm of American football, we have traversed the highs and lows that have shaped this team's unique identity and legacy. From their origin as the Dallas Renegades to their monumental championship win and the significant transition to the United Football League, each phase of their history encapsulates a narrative of growth, resilience, and strategic acumen. The dedication of players, coaches, and management alike has solidified the Renegades' presence in the sporting world, championing a spirit of innovation and competitive excellence that continues to captivate fans and shape the future of spring football. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment to join us in following the remarkable journey of the Arlington Renegades as they write the next chapter of their storied legacy.